Right, welcome back to the Stormworks Basics career playthrough. We're in episode, I believe, 12. Let me do a quick count. We're in 12. All right, so this is episode 12, so we'll start by saving our boat to Stormworks career um, 12. Okay. All right, so we've got our sync in. So we did that last time. So we did our ability to sync, desync the engines, got our zero working. We separated our engines so we can control them independently. You'll see when we start doing some docking, I'll kind of show you some of the maneuvering. For example, you can slightly turn to the starboard if you just use your port screw. You can reverse your starboard screw and do a 360-degree turn. So a bunch of maneuvering stuff, but most people are probably going to want to keep them synced all the time. So I made it a desync instead of a syncing button to sync the two engines together. Let me try to remember what I wanted to work on this next time here. Let me think. So let's look. So we painted it up. We're in pretty good shape here. Let's do a couple painting things while I'm thinking. I just had it on the tip of my tongue of what I wanted to do, and now I'm starting to struggle to remember. Let's quickly look at what we need to do here. All right, so let's start, until I remember that, let's start by hooking up some of these gauges here. So we have our RPS gauges, we have our temperature gauges. This one is no longer necessary, so I'm going to put it as none for right now, and when we think of putting something there, I'll put it there. So again, we have RPS temp, we have our fuel tank, we have our battery, and we have our battery's delta, which is essentially if it's showing a charge or a discharge. So let's start working on that. There was something else I wanted to work on, but I forgot. So we'll get there. All right, so let's start by doing a composite right number. All right, so there's a composite right number. So we're going to start with, let's see. So those gauges, I believe it starts at, now instead of me guessing and thinking here, I'm just going to look. So this should be 5. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, and 12. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, and 12 until I figure out what to put there. Okay. So we'll start with 5. All right. So that's, what is it, 7? So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, one more, 8. 8, 12, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, good. So we have 12 to read here. So I'm going to start darting these all over the place. So I'm going to use pluses just to move them. Again, if you add, something to nothing, it's the something. So we don't need to, I don't need to. So I can use these to essentially move things around and make nice straight lines. That's why I have all these around is to just straighten out my lines so that I can find stuff when I need it. So right here we have starboard engine. 3 gives us our temperature. So I'm going to go to add. I'm going to go to add there. And that's just going to allow me to move it. The starboard engine temperature is going to be, was that 8? So we're going to go to 8 on here. So we got 5, 6, 7, 8, 8. Okay, now I'm actually going to do a function. Actually, no, temperature, I don't need a function. Okay, so that's 8 for that one. We're going to do a plus here. And I'm going to find right here, this should be the temperature for the port engine. We'll go there. This should be 7. 7. Okay. And we'll line that up. Okay, so that's going to read that out to us. Let's see what else we need. We need RPS, which I'm going to turn in RPM, so I'm going to need some functions. So function is going to be x times 60. So 60 seconds in a minute. Pretty easy on that one. Starboard RPS goes there. And then this is going to go right to 6. Take this function here, copy it, and then we'll go up. We'll find the RPS here, which is, where are you? There you are. Port RPS. Go to the function, and we'll plug it into 5. And then we'll pretty it up by moving it over here. Okay, that's prettied up. All right, so that's reading us so we have our RPM, port starboard. We have temperature, port and starboard. We next need our battery. All right, so what I'm going to do is I also want that battery to be in percentages. So I'm going to do X times 100 because a full battery is 1. So this will give me 100%. So let's find where the battery is. Battery's right here. Battery goes there. Battery is going to be, let's see, battery is, I believe, what do we have? We had, battery's going to be here on 7. All right, and line that up, and that's nice and clean. All right, so the next battery delta, I need to get a formula, so I'll grab that off a different build. We need the fuel tank, so let's add a node. We actually have one we can get rid of here. PID read. So I don't want PID read anymore. PID read was just showing me out on a signal my RPM, what my desired RPM was. So we're going to change PID read to fuel tank. Okay. And we'll go back to logic. We'll find PID read, which was somewhere up here. And it's named fuel tank now. And we will take, and fuel tank needs to not be a output, it needs to be an input. So that will fix that anyway. All right, so fuel tank here. Now I want to convert from liters to gallons, so I'm just gonna, I think there's a, it's already written in here. Let me look, X divided by, I think it's 3.785, I think. That's off the top of my head, let's look it up. I don't think it has it. Let me look it up. No, I think it's 2.78 maybe. Let me look it up. Liters to gallons. 3.785. So, yep, I knew it off the top of my head, which is disgusting. I know. So let's hook that up. So that should be 5, 6. Okay, RPM, temperature, fuel, nothing, battery, delta. Okay, good. So we're there. So we got that done. Okay, we can go like that. All right. So now that's set up. The one we're missing is our delta. So let's update this. Let's test it really quick. Might as well start up our 2 screws, our 2 motors. We don't have to start the screws going. Okay, that's not reading anything. Oh, you know why? I didn't connect it. Okay. Helps if you connect it to the panel. Okay, so the panel is up here. I left it up here. I just connected it there for no real good reason. There we go. Okay. I connected it there to remember it is why I did it, and I did remember it, so I guess it worked. Let's jump in. Okay, so let's jump in. Let's start up our port, and as you can see, we get an RPM. If we look at our temperature, it's reading our temperature. Temperature on the starboard side's reading. This one's lower because the coolant is already going. This one's higher because it's at ambient, because the engine's not on, the pump's not cooling the engine. Fuel in gallons I didn't plug in, so we don't know. Battery showing 99.99. Let's do a shut off infinite electricity. That should go down. It is perfect. Start stop. Actually, should be going up. It won't go up with me at idle. So let's go full speed. Make sure it's charging. Okay. See, it's charging. So our alternators are charging our battery. And see, it's actually slowing down. It's not climbing as fast as it was because the PID is automatically modulating the clutch in the alternator. As it gets closer and closer to 100%, it's putting in less and less clutch. So as you can see, that's why it's slowed down on recharging the batteries. So that's the desired effect. Alright, so here we go. Making good progress here with our boat. I'm not digging all that smoke. I'll put cats or something on there to see if I can cat that down without choking it. Okay, so we have some of our gauges connected, so that's good. I'm going to make it so that when I turn on systems, it lights up all of these lights, all the backlights. So let's do that now. Well, I remember it. I still don't remember the thing I initially wanted to work on. Let's go. Let's find system. So system is the 2 key here. So I want to add a node here. Maybe on master power, I think. Master power, I'm going to do this because I want to be able to do the relay at the same time. So let's do master power. Master power. Okay. Do master power. It's going to be an output. Let's find that. Should be right here. Okay, good. So if we do master power should be 1. Actually, no. Yeah, I guess so. Master power should just control the relay, so I need to make this bigger. I need to add another one. Let's add it up here. Logic, let's add master. I know I'm getting a little pedantic with this just because it's me. So that's master power out. This is going to be systems out, on, off, output systems. Systems. Okay, that's in case we want to run any systems separately, like you need the systems on to run certain lights or whatever. Makes it so that we just configure it a little bit, do some more playing around. So systems is 2. This is systems. Okay, and then master power is going to be 1, which, where is the master power? Okay, I didn't do anything with master power yet, so I need to actually make a node. So panel, we'll read a boolean and on-off, make it 1, and there we go. There's master power, and that goes there. So what we're going to do here with this is, let's go logic, let's go systems. Do you want systems? Systems should do the backlights, I think. So systems is our backlights. Okay. Now let's spawn it in. When we flick the systems button, it should turn on all our backlights. Okay, master power, systems. There we go. Okay, so now we have backlights. So that's good. All right. Okay, so that's what we want. Let's quickly save this here to 12. Let me find. So what do I want to do next? I want to do the delta. So let's load. I think it was on my skiff. I had the equation as well. One of my skiffs. This one here. I showed you guys this one really quick before. That has. Does this have battery delta? I believe it's right here. So let me look. Battery charge discharge. So that's 12. Okay. Let's go to composite so I can find it. And this goes up to here. So this is going to be 12. Okay. So 12 going to panel. Okay, so we're going to find a purple outbound, which is here, panel. Look for 12. That's start channel 5. That's 5 and 6. This is... Okay, let's find where we're at here. Okay, so that's 5, 12. All right, active inputs, 12. So let's find this. This starts at 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 is the last one. All right, so what we need is delta times 3600. Should probably remember that by now, but I don't often. So, and we'll copy it, Control C. We'll go back. We'll load in our career skiff. All right, then we'll go here, and so we'll go by where our delta is going to be here. Okay, so we want delta times 3600. So let's find our battery. There's battery right there. So let's go battery. Nope, we don't want. Let's go like this. Delta function goes here to the last one, and then I will pretty these up. Like this probably. Okay, so that's prettied up. So let's look at that. So what this is going to show us is you'll see on a lot of vehicles it has a charge or discharge gauge to tell you if you're making or losing electricity. Pretty simple. Alright, so if you look at our delta, it's showing a discharge. It doesn't really matter what the number is, it just shows that it's negative. So it's negative 0.01. If we look over here, we're losing battery. And that actually isn't bad. If you look, it looks like it's negative 0.01 units of charge per second. If you look over there, it looks like it's negative, it's 0.01 we're losing per second. Maybe a little bit faster. But now when I throttle up, you'll notice we're making charge now. So we're actually building charge at 2 of those units per second, and that looks about right. So that works. All right, so that's our delta. All right, so the next thing we want to do is let's do our speed. Okay, so let's do our speedo here. So I want to get our speedo going. So let's save this. Career 12 again. Let's go back to that skiff. All right, let's. This has a speedo here, as you can see. Let's look at the numbers. So that's going to be 5 and 6. Okay, so let's look for 5 and 6. Okay, so we should be able to find, where are we here? So we'll find where our panel's going there. All right, so we're back over here. We want 5 and 6. So 3, 4, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Where is that? Battery, fuel, total, engine, composite, panel, speed. I wonder if my speedo's not connected to that. I bet the speedo's not connected to that. Let me go back and see what the connection is. Connection here for the speed is, no, it's there. Okay, so it's just gonna be 5. Okay, it's a number. It's coming in 5, and ones is coming in 6. Follow the logic again. Make sure it's coming in. It's coming in from skiff engine control panel. Yep. So 5 and 6. Okay, let me look at it again. See why I didn't find it. Oh, I know where it is. Down here. Okay, here's 5 and 6 right here. Okay. So this is all what we want here. So I didn't, I've looked at this from other people's stuff. So you're taking your speed in, you're turning it into knots essentially. You take your speed in knots, you multiply x, which is speed in knots, or you take x speed knots divided by y, which is 10, and you multiply it by 10%, and that will give you the digit. For the first digit of, say, 20 knots would be 2. This one here is going to come in here, and it's going to do speed in knots divided by 1 times 10%. It's going to give you the secondary. So if you're doing 22 knots, that will give you the 2 for 22. So we're going to copy this. All right, Control C. Now let's update this. I don't need to update that. So let's go back and we'll load in. So I have that. So there's one thing I really love about Stormworks is the ability I can very quickly go into another build and just grab the information I need and just plop it in, as you can see. So let's update that real quick. I'll leave that there. I want to see how many spaces I have to connect this, because I have to figure out how I'm daisy chaining this. Yeah, so I was running into problems with the 7 segments here. Let me count out again. So we end this at 18, and we need 14 more. So it'd be 20. Yeah, so we can't do that. No, that would be 28. That would work. So we have up to 32 numbers. If we look here, we have 32 channels. So that's 4, 8, 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and then we need to add 14. So 10 would be 28, and then 4 more would be 32. So we can do that, but we have to make this section separate or on a different panel loop. So that's what we'll do. Put this on a different panel loop. All right, so let's do that. So this ends at 18 right there, I believe. So this ends at 18. Okay, so we're going to put our, so this is going to be our visual representation of our thrust. We can't really work on that yet because last update they screwed up the painting of the of the segments, so we can't do that yet, but we'll get it prepared for that. So I'm going to do a bar segment up. If I need to, I'll change it down. So we left off at 18, so we're going to go 19, so it'll be 26 is going to be the next one, because we need 7. We have, I believe is it 7 or 8 bars? I have to count because I might be in trouble here. Actually, I could do it with a single number, maybe. Let me look. Okay. So 26. So that's going to cut me short, I think, a number. I don't know. Okay, so 25 to get through the top number. Let me look at it really quick. So we have 18, so we have 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. So we're 2 short. By 2 numbers, we're short. All right, so we gain a number here by getting rid of this, but that's not going to work. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. This is less than ideal, but this will work. Okay, less than ideal, but it will work. We have little option if we want to make this function. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to add another panel, input and output. That's painful, but actually, do I have any? Yeah, I need 2 inputs and outputs. Okay, what did why did I drag that? I don't know what I just did that for. Check. Okay, where is that? Okay, so that's there. Okay, so this was fine. I need to make that composite input. We'll do panel 2. Then we'll do composite output panel 2. All right, now we're going to change the way we daisy chain this a little. It's causing us work, which is not necessarily what we need right now, but we're going to do it. So we want this system to function properly, so we're going to go ahead and do it. So, all right, so let's look at our daisy chain here. And let's, so we want these 3 panels over here to control one another. So we want panel 1, the output here, panel, to go to here. Okay. We want this one to still go there. We want this one to come here. We want this one here to go to panel 2, and we want this one to come in for panel 2. Now let's renumber some of these. Okay. So we might be able to keep some of these numbers the same. No, we're not gonna. We'll do it the right way and just renumber some of these things. So, so these segments here, port, thrust, bar segment up on off. That's gonna start at 1. So that's let me count I think there's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, they're 8s. That's why I screwed up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they're 8. So that's 16. So I need 1 through 8. Okay, let me look. Okay, so that's going to be 1. This should be 9. So 17 is going to be our next one. 17. And then this is going to be 18. 18 there. Okay, so there, now we're already up to 18. All right. So then we want this one comes up here. Let me change the way I daisy chain these just for numbering's sake. It doesn't matter. I'll just number these the way I want. So that's 8. So this ends at 18. 18. So this is going to be 19. 19. This will be 20. We have 2 blanks over here. So we'll leave those. So that'll be 20. What did I have? 20. So that'll be 21, 22. This will be 23. 23. As you can see, we're almost out of numbers already. 23, 24, 25, and 26. All right, there we go. All right, so these are renumbered, these are reconnected. So we need to change, let's change our throttle here. So this needs to be port 17 and 18 is starboard. Okay. All right, so we need 17 and 18. So we need to read on offs here for 17 and 18. 17. This is going to be 18. Grab those. Okay. So these are going to take the place of, this is port up, essentially. So no longer is 13 port up. So port up is going to be, let's see, so this 13 can go bye-bye after we connect that. Okay. Okay. So this goes back down here. This will come across and snuggie in there. Okay, that's 17 now. All right, now 18 is going to be starboard. It's going to come all the way down here for starboard up. So that's right here. So instead of this jazz, we're going to go, let me check that. That is there. Yep, that's there. Nope, that's not correct. What am I thinking here? What is that going from? That's from the seat. Okay, that's fine. That's the seat. Right here is where I want it to change. So this was starboard up here. So we want to go starboard up is going to be this now. Okay. And then we can get rid of that. All right, so that works for us now. Okay, so that works. All right. Let's see what we need to do next. So those two are fixed. So the next thing we want to work on, let's work on our speed. Okay, so let's update this really quick. Did I put in a speed? I don't think I did, which I need anyways for my stability system. I have stability going in here, right? No, okay, that's fine. Do that stability system differently. All right, so I need my speed. So let's see if we have a speed node. I don't believe we do. What happened here? That scares me that I'm missing a block there. I think I moved the fuel tank that was sitting there. Okay, I shouldn't have speed anywhere. Okay, I'm going to put speed in here. So I'm going to put linear speed, number input linear speed. Okay, this is going to give me my speedo. Okay, speedometer. Grab my speed here. Come down here. I'm going to plug it into the function block here. Okay, this can go up. Okay, I need to write 5 and 6. So, come on, 5 and 6. Okay, those are there. That can go like this to pretty it up. That's going to give me my speed. All right, so we have speed connected. Thrust we should do. We should do thrust. Thrust is a little bit of a pain. Let's look at it. Again, they made it so let me show you what got screwed up in the paint edition here. You used to be able to do additive. Pick a color, paint these. As you can see, it's not painting. So I use these and color code them. So I'm going to get them working, but they're not going to work perfectly. So what I'm going to do is, what I normally do is put red as idle. So I'm going to do this third bar here as red. So that will show idle. Again, I can't paint it because until we get a fix. I'm going to do this amber color down below. So usually what I'll do is I'll do a darker and then a lighter. So like orange there going down, and then I'll do shades of green going up to show thrust going up to match this color. So I have let's see, 1. Let me make sure these are, the direction is correct. So they are going up. So I think the number counts up. So let's look. So this should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. All right, so essentially if I'm making these 0, so if the thrust going to the PID is 0, sent to the PID, it's going to read, it'll read red line here. As it goes, it will actually be on the up-down counter, but as the up-down counter goes negative, it's going to, it will give me orange bars going backwards, and then it will give me green ahead. I'm actually not going to work on this. I'm trying to decide if I want to work on this or not, because I can't tell without the colors. Probably not. Let me see if the speed's hooked in. Let me hook the speed up. We can look at the speed. That's altitude. That's linear speed. Let's hook linear speed up. See if we already have speed, a speedo gauge here. I'm not going to bother with the throttles until they fix that, probably. Okay. So master power, systems, starport, starboard. These numbers are not working now. Okay, I know why. Okay. So I need to reconnect the composite nodes. Yeah, so like this should no longer be this should, okay, this should be working here. So that's going to panel. Panel should go here. That should come down here. This should go up there. This should go up there. This should then go back to panel. Okay, so why is that not working? Let me read my numbers, make sure my numbers read correctly. Let's see. We're going port RPM, starboard RPM. Is that 1,000? Okay, what numbers are those? That should be 5 and 6, 5 and 6. Okay, let's look at it. See why I'm not getting RPM readings. Okay, so 5 and 6 should be my RPMs. So that should be, that's temp. Okay. Okay, where is my RPMs? I know I've got this super convoluted if you look, but you know, it makes sense once you get closer to it. All right, so 5 here should be, I screwed up and I just put that in the wrong spot. Okay, that would be why. Let me find my RPMs here. So RPM is times 60, so this should be starboard RPM. Starboard RPM goes to 6. Find my other times 60 here. Delta, that's delta. Where is my RPM here? Nope, that's not it. Where is it? RPM here. RPM goes over here. And then this needs to be connected back up. So I screwed up. I connected my speed to the wrong one. Okay, that's it. So that's all I did there. So that goes to panel. All right, so these here should go to, this here should go to the other panel. So we'll do that. All right, so that should go to, where did I put it? Up here. Okay. So I'm going to do another write here. I want to write, so I'm going to make one for you know, all of this here essentially. So I'm going to do this. I will write numbers. I will start with 1. I'm going to update here. Let me see what my numbers end on. So my numbers should end on, all my numbers there are, so let's end them here just in case. So we have 22. So 22 will do. Okay. So this is going to be 22. 1 through 22. This is going to be long. A lot of these aren't going to be used, but you know, actually I don't want to do this if it's going to be that big. Let's do 1 times 16. 1 to 16. That's going to be our throttle, so we'll save that for the throttle. I'll actually take a property text. Property, where's text? Text. Okay. Let's see, throttle read. Okay, so that'll be there for when we need it. And then we're going to write our numbers here. Let me check what the numbers are here. So this should be 19, 20, and let's go 19 through 22. Okay. Okay, so for here we're going to go 19 through 22, so we'll default start at 19. 19, 20, 21, 22 is 4. Okay. So for 19 and 20, that will give us our I'll give our speedo. Okay, let's try this. Update that. Hopefully I connected the composite nodes. We'll see. Okay. There we go. RPM's up. RPM's back up. Temp's back up. Fuel, I need to connect. I didn't connect that. That's discharging, speed. Let's start going. And there's speedo. So we have a nice digital speedo there. Alright, so that's looking good. Okay. Alright, so let's go. Okay, let me paint the color I asked for, please. Thank you. Let's delete these two here. Let's paint that up there. Okay. I might paint these. Let me actually do this, see if I like this. Try to accent a little bit in here while I'm at it. Go like this. Yeah, I'm going to accent this in here. Still make some of that color, but I'm going to do dark around the windows, I think. Look a little bit better. I hope I have symmetry on. I do. Okay, good. It's always fun when you don't have symmetry on and then you realize you have to double it up on the other side because you forgot to press one button. Okay, and I'm going to actually orange these up. Okay, there we go. I like the orange better than that two-tone I did. Maybe two-tone, but different color. So I'll have to look. Okay, I like that better. It gives it a little bit of contrast. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, then we'll do a ring around the top like that, and that will end it, I think. That looks pretty good. Okay, that looks better. Okay, I like that. I think I'm going to black out these sides of this panel, make the wood almost like it's inlay. That can go there. If I can get the color right, there we go. Okay. Okay, that looks better, I think. All right. And then we'll actually make this that color too. See if we like this. So as you can see, I'm taking the microcontrollers are were kind of bugging me a little bit. So you see, I took a short break to just start doing some coloring. It's nice to take a little break to do some decorating when you get either frustrated or bored or whatever. You need a break from microcontrollers and trying to look at that. And often you'll more easily figure out the solution if you can take a little break, give your mind a rest, and do something creative, just like painting. So quickly looking there. So hopefully they get a fix out this Friday for the. I need to paint this underneath there, but yeah, that looks good. I like this. This is looking nice in here. I like the contrast a little bit. Maybe I'll go one block lower on the dark color here. Okay, let's go one block lower, like right there. Kind of do like an accent strip there. Up, fuck off. Okay, yep, that's better there. And then whatever, I'll keep the whole back wall. That color is fine. Just a little accent strip like that makes it look a little better. I'll go like that. There we go. So it has kind of low splash in the back. It'll be like that. All right, that looks pretty good. I think we should probably end there. We got quite a bit done. You know, I need the devs to fix this before I'll go into this. I could do it. It's just, it's, you know, it's not great until they get this fixed. Once they get this fixed, I can do these thrust gauges. They'll look just white, and so it won't really tell you anything. Where you kind of need that, you know, to work for me. So, all right. Well, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.